Hello, everybody, and welcome to the VESL Esports League. My name is Deprive, and I am joined alongside by my good buddy, Gator Melon. Super excited to have you alongside me today, Gator Melon, for this banger matchup of some high school esports on the slate.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here too. Excited to see some interesting Valorant. I haven't spent a whole lot of time getting familiar with these teams, so I'm really excited to see what identities they come out with.
100% agree with you. I've been doing more and more stuff with high school esports as of lately, so I love to be more involved in this high school scene and bringing you all of the action that comes along with it. We got a best of one here today, and I believe we got another best of one shortly right after, so I could not be more excited to kick these ones off. Is there anything you're looking for in specific in these games? Any excitement that you want to see?
Oh yeah, I really want to see some scrappy calling. I'd love to see some pretty interesting plays and see people just kind of get out there and show off whatever skills they have. I'm not too familiar with the current meta that's going on, so I'm just really excited to see what type of creative ways that these teams are expressing themselves for this competition.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see the creative abilities they come out with as well. Some of the pushes, some of the strats, and some of the young talent that we see coming up in this Valorant esport as a whole. We got Hibriten and Nantahala on the slate here for us this evening. And then we got another match as well. Not too sure what those two teams are quite yet, but very excited to bring you all of this action. We should be ready to go into our game in just a few moments. I'll just let our guys know, and we can get this one started.
Yeah,
And
super
any other
excited.
points you want to talk about?
No, I guess one thing is I come from a nice CS background. And I really like the ops, so I'd love to see what the two operas for each side are really going to do and really going to pull off. I'm seeing a chamber pick maybe hovering right now. That might be. Oh, never mind. There it goes. I'm sad now.
Yeah, that chamber would have been nice. I haven't seen chamber in quite some time come up through. We got the new agent coming through, Clove, on the side of Nantahala. I'm excited to see that. I actually have in classic Clove, and we actually got it on Hibriten as well. That's going to be very exciting to see. The starting lineups for both teams coming through. We got a Viper, we got a Gecko, we got a Jet, a Raze, and then the Clove. Coming on the other side, a Sova, a Clove, a Sage, a Cypher, and a Jet. Let's get it going.
Interesting. Cypher and Sova on attack? That's an interesting comp. I wonder, I'm really excited to see what Clove is capable of doing, because didn't she just drop like recently a couple days ago? Not too long, and I was messing around with her abilities a little bit, trying to get familiar with it, and I noticed she had a self-revive for her ult, so that'll be really interesting to see how they use that. I'm assuming they probably gave Clove to the fraggers on both sides. What do you think about that?
I think I 100% agree with you. I mean, the fraggers, we'll see if they're going to be top fragging at the end of this game. I'm very excited to find out. You got the Sova as the utility player in there as well. You got some lineups with the Viper on the side of Hibriten. So I'm very excited to see how this all comes together. Sage is an interesting one. You don't really see Sage too much, I feel like, in most of the meta right now with being Val. But we'll see as this one does develop. It is going to be Hibriten starting on the defense. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Starting off right away.
Yeah, Damien goes ahead and gets that immediate pick on their Raze. Now we're in a 4v5. We're noticing Hibriten starting to break down. They got a 2-1-1 with the one on B.
Spike down.
Mid pick coming from our Viper here, taking off their Jet. Now it's 4v4. Looks like, what is this? Nantahala is rotating towards mid here to cover the spike. Try to get this back for that one. Good pick. Hold there. What are we looking at? What is this action happening on B over here? What are you noticing right now?
Well, you got the Jet way back B, and I don't know if her location has been revealed. I don't think so. Cypher doesn't know one's back there. Some shots coming through, but not going to connect onto the Cypher here for this play.
Last player standing.
Just playing it slow right now. Last player alive, being that Cypher. Getting tagged down, 35 HP, barely alive. The Jet's looking to do some work. The Jet is hunting for the kill and not able to find it initially, but there it is. Garlic will clean it up, and Hibriten will found your first round with the pistol.
Amazing. Good job. That was a really good defensive hold. I was a little concerned about the team comp. They seemed like very initiator based. I was going to see how they'd be able to hold their angles, and I believe Nantahala got that early pick to start up too and open up the game with 4v5, but they climbed back. It looked like they had a good default to fall back on.
Yeah, we'll see how this does develop. We got 3 kills coming from the Viper of Hibriten. Not even the Duelist, but we did see Garlic in that last engagement there. I'm excited to see how that Viper will continue to perform as time goes on. And you mentioned it, the fraggers on the Clove. We saw that there as well on the side of Nantahala just this past round. So we'll see how this one does continue to develop here. I want to see if the Clove does continue to frag. If We do get some more kills from on the other side of the board. That's going to be an A-site pressure now, and it's actually going to be the Clove continuing the pressure and putting it to an early 5v4 in favor of Nantahala. The Clove will get healed up from the Sage back to 100 HP, and this is a good situation if you are Nantahala.
Oh yeah, good pick there back by Sky or Raze to get some control. They're about to lose this Heaven control. If they don't take it quickly, which they do, they completely wipe it out. Now there's 2 on site. We've got a 4v2. Let's see if Nantahala can hold here. I see their Jet
One enemy
trying
remaining.
to push in the screens. Pick there, low HP now for Nova. Oh my god. Look at Ray, look at Skyline go just flying in there, getting the pick and taking this round for himself.
This is very surprising, to be completely honest. I mean, Hibriten just came through and they were able to knock it all down despite the opening pick going over to Nantahala, despite that easy bomb plant over on the A site. It's the Viper diff right now, 6-0 sitting here right now on the side of Hibriten, looking good while doing so. Where you look at the side of Nantahala, you do have the Clove who's gotten 3 and 2 so far, but you're looking for the other 4 to get some more action going here. The Sage was doing good with the heals, but looking to get some more going here when it actually comes to the shooting department, and that's what we'll find out here shortly. Interesting buys from these two teams. 3 shotguns in play here. Then we got a Guardian, we got a couple rifles, a couple Spectres, a Sheriff. This one's going to be interesting.
This one's going to be extremely interesting. I'm really liking Hibriten's ability to retake and retakes like just in all these scenarios. I don't know what their aim is with these shotguns though, but I'm really excited to see how we get this pick. Let's see if Damien gets the opening pick again though. And there he goes with immediately gets it. Traded back almost immediately on his team. Now it's already a 3v4.
Oh, big boom bot as well. Skyline picks up Sova. Trades come through with the shotgun there onto the Clove, and a 3v2 for Hibriten. But you got to watch out because Nantahala's Clove has been amazing all game long, and we can continue to see that.
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm waiting to see if we can get a little bit more entries, open up the site. Where we got the Gecko in the back. We've got mostly a mid hold, so it looks like they're giving up A for that retake. They seem to be really comfortable with his retake strategies, just knowing where Nantahala is going to be, and so Hibriten's going to jump right on him. Gecko holding screens, then we're about to have the Jet Raze here up to Heaven. They're about to clear some space here.
Last player
Raze is
standing.
clearing on the site, pushing, and gets the pick. Okay, 1v2, finds the Jet, and then Garlic puts her down.
My turn.
Now, oh wait, no, she revives. Oh
yeah, that's the Clove ability. The self revive comes through, and that's going to be Clove trying to do what she can, but not going to be enough. And that's a 3-0 lead for Hibriten. They are starting off this map strong here, Gatormelon.
Oh yeah, extremely strong. I'm very proud with how this is going. Their retakes are insane, and I'm really enjoying that aspect of it because whenever I play Valorant, man, I just get ran over, and then I'm either the one getting ran over or my team gets ran over, and I have to rotate, and I can't do anything. They just take too much map control from us. So this ability to retake is really nice to see, but I'm really feeling for Nantahala right now, especially their fragger Damien. He's trying to put up what he can. He's getting his entries and everything, but he's got to see some more support here if we're going to take some rounds on this attacking side.
I want one of these.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you on that one. It's going to be more quick aggression coming from this Clove. Damien trying to make their way over into this B site, but just heavily defended from Hibriten. We got 3 players here. The Jet is going to back out a little bit, but ultimately does come back in the end of the day. This is a mid and B split right now coming through from Nantahala, and the first pick of the game once again. The Viper looking phenomenal, going to take down the Sova. Jet versus Jet, going to go in the favor of Garlic, and now Skyline. Does he know he's there? I don't think so. Hasn't gotten the kill quite yet on that first player. Skyline just backing up for now, but that's bomb down. That's Spike ready to go. There's the gunfight. Quick kills to come through, and Hibriten is looking to make this one a flawless round.
Oh yeah, I would have liked to see some jiggle piece there to try and get some more information, but what can you do when there's 3 people staring at the bomb? I can't really get out of that corner, and I noticed earlier on in the round, Damien didn't even have any armor, so those fights were going to be unfavorable for the entire time for him. So I guess, let me ask you this. What do you think Nantahala needs to do different right now just to get some things going, get some rounds on the board?
You know, that's a really great question. They've gotten the site a few times, and that's the tough part to work with. We saw back-to-back retakes for Hibriten, and if you're the side of Nantahala, I think you just need to lock down the site a little bit stronger, right? Go to those exit points of access, look at where every single player can come from the defense side to try to retake the site and try to lock down that point of view, and stick together as a team as well. That's a big thing. I feel like I've been seeing a lot of splits from the side of Nantahala, and if we just focus one whole site together, it will probably work out a little bit stronger stronger for you with all that util mixed together. So only time can tell how this one will continue to go, but that was a big opening pick coming from Hibriten onto the Cypher there of Nantahala. So I'll be interested to see how this one continues to develop. We do have another gunfight coming through. It's going to be the Gecko taking down the Jet here of Nantahala as well. Now 5-on-2 after Garlic finds one. Everybody getting their kills here in this round. It's going to be a tough one to work with if you're Nantahala.
Last player standing.
100%. I don't even know where Shelby got picked there. They got played from heaven too quickly. They were out on site, but they couldn't really get anything going past that. It's like they have that great entry skill. They can get and get space. Even with losing 2 people in the beginning of that round, they're still out on site. But like you were saying, they're just not getting to those next choke points to really stop those rotations and keep Hibriten from just rotating in and taking the site. It's to the point where Hibriten's like, they're not even, I don't think they're making any aggressive moves. They're waiting for the push to come in. They're countering it. If it wins out and takes the site, they're in no rush.
This is a good call.
They're going to retake it. Yeah, I think the timeout is a huge call.
This is exactly where you want to do it. You're not halfway through this half here quite yet. This game is not out of reach quite yet. This is a great time to call this. You have some economy to work with. You can get the Sage to buy. I believe you can also get the Jet to buy as well for the side of Nantahala. You can get a couple buys coming through. I mean, honestly, this timeout's a good call. You just got to talk things over with your team, get the momentum back in your favor, and try to come through in this next round stronger than ever and confident than ever, right? I mean, yeah, the scoreline might reflect 5-0 right now, but you know that Valorant's an interesting game where anybody can win on any given day. So if you can just dial in for these next few rounds, bring this back to a, somewhat even scoreline, you pretty much have a clean slate to work with moving forwards.
100%, yeah, and there's still a chance to come out and take this half. It can finish 7-5 if we get that mental switch. Sometimes maybe it could be nerves. Like, these are some big games coming on. Like, we're playing for some big stuff, and so maybe we're a little bit nervous coming into it. Maybe we're a little bit uncomfortable, but now that we're jumping back in, getting ready to start round 6, I just want to see them mentally try to lock in here and see if they can't pull back at least another good 3 or 4 rounds. That'll really help that defending side.
Oh, 100% agree with you there. The defending side is the more favored side on this map, and that is guaranteed. The Odin spray gonna be going down like crazy. Make it more a flawless round from Hibriten before I could even get the words out of my mouth. That's gonna be a 6-0 score line. But like you said, this defense side is a little bit stronger, but as long as you can get a couple on your attack side, once you go onto the defense side, it can look a lot better. You just don't want to let this half get out of your hands. I feel like if you're the side of Nantahala, you're looking for at least 3.
100%, at least 3. But if we're the side of Hibriten, we're just letting things go. Like, we've got 3 people at Cred Max. Everybody's running Phantoms. We've even got a funny little Odin in there having fun. Hatsune Miiku's the Clove. We were expecting to be the top frag, but man, this Viper is just getting it. I've never seen a Viper get so much action going. They're more of a defensive character. They sit back. But we've got a huge rush coming in here for an early plant from Nantahala that really trusts the smoke. Let's see how they can hold this. Let's see what kind of post plant, what kind of areas are we cutting off. We've got, it looks like 2 are going to be coming from screens and 2 are coming from heaven with the Jet late rotate. Let's see who gets this first pick. Waiting to see it. Cypher on attack is interesting. They're trying to put
last
flank.
Player standing.
Gecko, and he misses the shot, unfortunately. And that's the full retake. I don't think they got a single pick. They did damage on Viper and Gecko, but that's it.
The retakes are looking very strong right now from the side of Hibriten. We got a 7-0 score line. A lot of players taking damage in that round, just not enough to capitalize on those kills. It is going to be the Clove here right now for the side of Nantahala, really leading the charge from their side of things. But you look at this, a Viper 11-1 coming through, Garlic 7-0, Skyline 9-1. They are looking beautiful coming through here in this game. The retakes, you've been pointing them out very nicely. We've gotten 3 of them so far out of these 7 rounds. And other than that, we've just seen early kill pressure coming through from Hibriten as well. So we'll see how this does continue to develop. But we're nearing, over halfway through this first half of things already. And it's going to be, a nice opening pick. That's going to be the Gecko down, and this is a free site. This is exactly what I wanted to see for Nantahala to get around on the board. Now, the Sova needs to go lock down this, maybe even get in that smoke, go to the right of it, try to lock things down, but that's a big kill to give up to the Viper. The Vipers now has all of ramp control. They have all of heaven control, and that could be a little bit scary. I feel like if you are the side of Nantahala, when you're going for your A site take, you should try to go for a little bit more heaven control, because now you see Garlic from above just picking it apart, and it's now all down to 1, and that is going to be the round. Hibriten for yet another retake.
So Fantastic. Hibriten's doing amazing. The thing I really want to throw some credit to Nantahala for is they realized this after they've done it the last 2 rounds now where they've just gone straight 8 push, right? We can't play a split attack. We can't really find these picks and utilize them because Damien's still getting picks, you know, their Clove is still finding opportunities and stuff like that, but they're just not able to close on it afterwards. So the thing that I kind of want to see after this is like, okay, our players are not comfortable sitting and holding the angle, so why don't we just keep attacking? Go in, get that plant, and keep pushing deeper and deeper, and try to get Hibriten caught off guard. You know, just don't let them come into and walk in naturally and take whatever fights they want, because that's what Garlic just did. Like coming through screens, finding all the picks that they want, and then opening up the space, and then the whole team collapses after that. So Hibriten sitting very comfortable right now. We're going to go for the all B rush here. I really like this, but Hibriten has 3 here already. Oh,
Spike
lost
down
early
to
3. My turn. Oh man, Damien uses his revive. Let's see what we can get anything out of it. It's just a wall here. There's 3v3. Let's see who's gonna get the picks. Damien goes down. Unfortunate. Hibriten now pushing through, taking spike control in the corners.
One enemy remaining.
Oh god. Oh, he's peeking all over these C4s.
Look at these blast
Jesus.
backs. Ace! I didn't even realize. Skyline popping off in that round. 2 beautiful blast pack kills, getting the ace for the squad. Now moving up to 14-1. Viper 13-1, 10-0 on Garlic. The team is looking solid. You got the Clove and the Gecko getting involved as well. From the side of Nantahala, though, it looked good almost at the beginning there, just not able to get those initial picks. Got to get those shots connected. And then even near the end, just, you know, being able to use those ults. You got the Sage ultimate there. Try to get a res off. Try to bait the kill. Do whatever you can just to try to somewhat make a play here. Because right now, you're in dire times, right? We said they needed 3 on this half, or they'd like 3 on this half to at least have a fighting chance going into the defense side, but they need to win out the rest of this half if they want to secure that right now, and that's going to be the opening pick going in favor of Hibriten. Clove v. Clove. And now the Viper pit as well is going to have a backup.
Let's see what this take's going to be. I had a point. I totally lost it. I'm trying to think about it, but here we go. The Viper's getting more picks. Clove getting more picks. We're down to a 5v2. Maybe they're a defender-based team. Maybe we'll get some cool defensive strategy.
Never left. Remaining.
Yeah, it's a lot of mid. A lot of mid play. There's a 4K coming through from the Clove as well. Hibriten just absolutely eliminating the competition in that round. That is going to now lead to a 10-0 scoreline here. Will we get a flawless game from Hibriten? What do you think, Gator Melon?
I'm going to give it 95% certainty. You know, I have the 5% for the doubt, you know, just to let them know, because we still have that pistol round. You never know. Defending side pistol round, pretty nice. You can get some good picks there. But until I see some more gun skill coming out from the rest of Nantahala, I think this is a 13-0. I'm putting it out there.
I don't know. I'm interested to see how things will go when we get to the Hibriten side, but I think it'll really be a game changer here when we do get into that attacking side. The only thing is, if you're down 12-0 at half, you only get that 1 round, and you have to win the pistol on it if you want to keep on going.
Spike down A.
Garlic and the Viper are getting heavily involved in this round, now making this a
1 enemy remaining.
Advantage 5-on-1, all up to stage, clutch or kick, and not able to make it happen. Oh, never mind, wait, shots were missed, and a flawless will come through from Hibriten. The cleanup is there, and that's no scoreline
Last
here.
round in the half.
And Hibriten, they are just executing as a team so flawlessly, reading exactly where their opponents are going to end up, and then cleaning it up.
Yep. They don't really feel challenged at all. I know what it's like to be on this side of the server, of just kind of like, you feel like you can just do whatever you want and it's going to work whatever. But I also know how it feels to be on the other side of the server where it feels like whatever you do, nothing's ever going to work. So this half switch we can use as a good time to get our mental switched. We've got some decent buys coming out of here. We've got our first op, so I'll be excited to see what Skyline does. He's on the raise here too, so see if he's going to go for something super looks like he's on the other side of the site. We're doing an A hit here. We're already down. We're getting the bomb. Get the hold. There we go. Great pick coming out.
There we go.
Oh,
Damien.
yeah.
Let's go, Damien. I'm hyped for you, Damien. Let's go. 5v3. Nantahala, you're getting it on the board. I want to see it. Lock it down. We got Damien holding the corner. Peeks away at the wrong time. Going to be picked off by Garlic, and the Viper finds one as well. That duo is absolutely stunning here on the map right now. It's going to be Danny hiding the back on the Jet, trying to get shots up in the smoke. Not able to connect. Now all up to the Cypher, but has time to work with. The Guardian shots will ring through. Finds the first, but the defuse will get stuck, and that is not going to be enough to get it done, and that is a Hibriten sweep on the defense side.
Oh man, insane gameplay coming out from Hibriten.
Switching
Great retake.
sides.
Damien really
Match
put it all
point.
out there. Did his best. Got the 2 entries. Got the site, or not even the entries. We just got out. Got the plant. He gets his picks. We're holding it okay. And the most unfortunate timing that can happen. Looks away as soon as Garlic peaks and then loses out playing in that elbow corner. We've got another timeout coming out here from Nantahala. Gonna see what they're gonna talk about. I'm not sure who their IGL is. I'm going to go ahead and assume it's Damien just because of the output that he's putting out, but he probably could just as easily be the fragger. I don't know if they have a coach either, but at this point, like, what would you say the most important discussion should be to have in this moment so that they can even think about coming back in this game?
I think it's just keeping your confidence up and keeping your momentum in check there. I mean, that's the big thing, right? I mean, yeah, the scoreline might reflect 12-0, but I've seen crazy things in Valorant. It's I've seen crazy things in esports as a whole, and I think that's the thing you got to remember in the back of your mind, saying, hey, we're not completely out of this game yet. It's still completely possible, if we don't win this map per se, we at least let's try to get some few rounds on the board and try to get our momentum going for our future matches as a team. That's also something that I'd like to keep in the back of my mind, right? 12-0, at the end of the day, this match is a very hard one to come back from. So even if you cannot come back from this match, try to come through, get a few rounds, take this round by round at a time. It all starts with one, so focus on the pistol, focus on your second round after that, and just try to carry it on from there. Try to play around Damien. Damien's been one of the players who's been able to come through with a consistent amount of frags every single round. So we'll see if this one does continue to develop. But as for right now, Hibriten, I mean, their retakes look so strong that I feel like if that translates to their offensive side, it's going to be scary for the side of Nantahala.
Oh yeah, I'm so ready for it. Damien getting aggressive off the start, puts out the smoke, and then he's going to go tuck here, top ramp. He's just running around all over the place. He wants to find these fights. Viper walls up. He's got to wait for that. That Viper's obviously on the other team. We got a mid push here. Let's see what's going. Oh, 2 picks coming out from the Sova in mid from the side of Nantahala. Okay, this is pretty good. This is a 3v3. Let's see where we group in. Okay, we've given up A site. We've got 2 mid. They're waiting for this lurk jet. I wonder if they know he's here or not. Waiting. Sova's coming up on the flank. This is a big split for Nantahala. I'd really like to see them play together here. Try to clear some space. They may even be just. Well, they can't give this up. They have to fight this or
enemy kill.
Garlic pushes into sewers, takes out the Sova. Now, don't tell me they think it's on B site.
Oh, they are checking B site. Cypher's checking B. I think they're quickly realizing that it's not a B plant. Quickly having to make it their way over to A now. But look at this. You got the Viper ready to cut off mid rotations. They're both going to go through sewers. And I'm sorry to break it to you, but sewers isn't going to get you there in time. That's going to be a 13-0 game here for Hibriten.
Will they even get there to like get the fights? I think they're just gonna have to run
Last player standing.
Oh, yep, there it goes. Garlic's just gonna wait, and they put down the smoke. I feel like that was a bit unnecessary, but that's okay. I understand. He gets a pick. I like it. The shorty pick. That's good. Win. But no, that's a 13-0 from Hibriten. They came out extremely dominant. They are here to move on, and they're here to go win.
Yeah, they're here to make it happen. I mean, hey, this is just week 1 of these Valorant $45,000 qualifiers coming through here for VESL. And there's a lot on the line here for these schools coming through and competing as well. And that's a very dominant start. That is the start that you are exactly looking for when you are coming into this league.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, week 1, ripping it off strong, setting themselves. I'd like to see who some of the other stronger teams are as we move on and watch more of these games, see who starts to emerge. But Hibriten's definitely putting themselves out there as they're here to take the whole thing. They're here to qualify, get in, win the money. I'm super excited to see more games.
Yeah, we got, I believe, 1 or 2 more on the slate. I think it's just 1. I'm not 100% certain for you on that one, but I'm very excited to continue on with these games here this evening. I mean, despite that being a 13-0, I still love to see more of these high schools compete and see this league develop a little bit further here throughout these early stage games. And this is week 1, right? We got 4 weeks, I believe, of it is regular season matches coming through our way. And then I could not be more excited to see all 4 weeks, how these teams progress and, where we see these teams stand coming forwards. Because if you look at the side of Hibriten, I mean, they just came through with a 13-0 sweep. How will they match up against these other teams? You see the team of Nantahala, maybe this was a tough one for them. Mm-hmm. Or, moving forwards, it could be a little bit tough, right? So we'll see how 100%. This one does continue to develop.
Yep, 100%. Well, I guess from the side of Nantahala, what What do you take moving forward thinking about this next game? Like, in my mind, we're going back, we're voting, we're figuring out, okay, was it a comp thing or is it a gun skill thing, and figuring out what we need to work on next. I just want to know what you think the core objectives are for them that they should be focusing on before we leave.
Yeah, I think the core objectives is mainly just working as a team, getting the communication right, and building confidence in your players. And that can happen just from playing together over time, practicing, but also just getting that mental right. I've been talking about it all broadcast long here so far because truthfully it's very important when it does come down to making it through this whole season. It's a very long season. You got 4 weeks of this, right? So you really got to lock in, really make every single game count. And one of the big things is just the teamwork, right? Coming together, using your comms. Comms is everything when it comes to shooters like this. I mean, you and I both know that very well. But that being said, I mean, I'm excited to see how these matches continue to develop this evening. I think both teams have a lot they're looking forward to work on here in these future matches. But that being said, talking about future matches, we're going to send this one over to a really quick break because we got some future matches coming up for you in just a few minutes.